Hi everyone. Today I am going to talk about how to shift from a scarcity mindset with money to an abundant mindset of money. And now, specifically, not just money, but this is everything in our lives, like just being grateful for everything. But I'm going to start from where I was at. So I grew up in a family where we didn't have a lot of money, and that's okay. I think a lot of us grew up in that family where you couldn't get all the shiny toys and your parents wouldn't buy you whatever you wanted to eat, and they didn't eat takeout all the time, and you just kind of had to be grateful for what you got and not complain. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think I really adapted that mindset. Like, I don't have enough money to buy myself shiny things. So maybe I'm not even worthy of buying myself the nice, newest brand name, whatever it is. Sometimes I'll go into a store and I'll find this beautiful sweater and I'll look at the price tag and I'm like, oh, I can't even try this on. I really undervalue myself, undervalue my worth. I used to have such a hard time spending money on myself. Cut my own hair, would not buy makeup, never get my nails done. I didn't even buy nail polish. There were so many things that I didn't do for myself. Hand-me-downs, thrift stores, the cheapest to low range of electronics, things like that. And I was just like, it's okay. I'm saving money. I'm saving money. I'm being cheap. I'm being frugal, but how do we shift into a place of abundance? Now, I already have all of these limiting beliefs, but something that a wonderful lady, Melissa, a coach, had said that really resonated with me that I'm going to share with you today is, if money was your friend, how would you talk to it? And I was like, oh gosh, okay. So, how do I talk about money? Well, money, you're never enough. When you come, you leave. As soon as you come, you leave. You go straight to my bills. You never stay and hang around for my vacations. Everything is so expensive. You're still not enough. And why don't you ever stick around long enough? Why isn't there more of you? Why can't you just expand and multiply and really give me everything that I want? I want you to give me everything that I want, money. Like, money, come on. Like, money, why don't you stick around? And I was just thinking, yeah, I don't have a very good relationship with money. I'm kind of mean to it. And, she was saying that if you end up talking to money like this, how is it actually going to stay? How is it going to stay in your body? How can you cultivate it? How can abundance come to you? Now, I shifted this. I was like, okay, well, I want to have a really good relationship with money. Now, if money was my bestest best friend, how would I talk to her? How would I talk to it? It's like, you know what, money, thank you so much for coming here and spending time with me. However long that you have, I really appreciate it. And putting food on my table for my family and paying for my house that I live in, and putting fuel into my car and giving me the opportunity to purchase my car that gets me to work, that that you help me get my hair done. And, I'm able to um, get a book that I really want to read, and it brings me joys of comfort and security. And that's a totally different dialogue that I have. Now, it's not just as simple as changing your shift from, I'm going to talk mean to my friend money to I'm going to talk really nice to my friend money. But how do we tap into that abundance piece? Now, the last thing here that I would love to share, I'm going to give you a little activity that you can take home, was, if money was your best friend and was like, I'm going to stay and I'm going to give you everything that you want, and not just write like a list of things that you want that you could buy, like the most fancy laptop or whatever it is, but how does it actually make you feel if you were in abundance? Now, I'll give you an example of how this would make me feel. So, what I wanted to do was write my perfect day, my perfect, most abundant day that I could possibly have. Now, I have actually here that I'm going to share, and I was just so excited at the fact that I was able to write this down, and there was a shift. There was a full-on shift as I was writing this, and I went bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and I could see my limiting beliefs. I could see the patterns of limiting beliefs that were on this page, and I was like, okay, how do I shift that? And by reading this, by actively writing it, and by acknowledging my limiting beliefs, I was able to really tap into abundance. So this is what I ended up writing was my family and I wake up in a cozy villa in an Italian countryside, the morning sun warming the terrace as we sip our espresso. Next week, we're on a yacht in crystal clear waters in Bali, and a month after, exploring the bustling streets of Tokyo. Between retreats that I have been asked to be a part of, joining conferences to speak to like minded people, my life is a seamless blend of adventure and connection. One day I'm hiking through the Swiss Alps, and the next we're laughing over street food. I have the freedom to work or create on my own terms, funding my travels in a way that feels effortless and fulfilling. So, this was something that I was able to write, and it shifted the energy in my body. And I really invite you to do the same. And if you're able to debunk and unsubscribe from those negative limiting beliefs, you'll start feeling the shift in your body. And if you have any questions, feel free, put them in the comments. I'm happy to answer them. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for being here.